Hello and welcome back to the deep dive. You might notice right away that things sound a little different today. I am speaking slowly, deliberately, and honestly. It feels a little strange for me.
It does, doesn't it? But there is a method to the madness.
I hope so.
Usually on this show, we're tearing through these complex data sets, news articles, dense philosophy. We're trying to speed you up. Today, we're intentionally slowing you down.
We are. We're looking at a fascinating source titled The Dawn of Simple Sentences. And before you tune out thinking, this is just grammar school, let me stop you. This is not about nouns and verbs. It's about cognitive load. It's about the architecture of confidence.
That is the key word right there.
Yeah.
Confidence. The source argues that when we try to communicate, especially in a new language, we trip ourselves up trying to be too sophisticated.
Too sophisticated, too quickly.
Exactly. We use and, but. However, before we've even mastered the main event, we try to paint a masterpiece before we can even draw a straight line.
Yeah, it's like trying to run a marathon before you can walk across the living room without tripping.
Right. So the mission for this deep dive is, well, it's unique. We are going to reconstruct your entire morning routine. But we are operating under a strict constraint from the source material, a kind of zero fluff policy.
Zero fluff. I like the sound of that. Meaning what, exactly?
It means we're using the simple sentence structure. One subject, one verb, maybe an object, but no conjunctions. No, then I went to the kitchen because I was hungry. Just the raw data, the actor and the action.
That sounds almost, robotic when you describe it that way, but the source calls it Zen.
It is Zen, because when you strip away all that connecting tissue, the ands and the buts, you're left with absolute clarity. There's nowhere to hide. If you make a mistake, you see it instantly. But if you get it right, it's punchy, it's strong, it commands attention.
Okay, I'm sold on the philosophy. Let's get into the practice. So the way this is going to work today is a bit interactive. We're going to simulate a morning, right? From the pillow to the front door. We'll talk about the mechanics. I'll model the sentence. And then, and this is critical, we need you, the listener, to speak.
Yes, we are going to leave actual silence in the broadcast. That is your cue.
Yeah.
Don't just nod along, open your mouth and say the words. We're building muscle memory here, not just intellectual understanding.
All right, let's close our eyes, metaphorically, of course. If you're driving, please keep them open. Let's go to the beginning. Segment 1, the awakener.
The very first moment of the day.
Okay. The room is dark, the alarm goes off. What is the absolute first action?
The source gives us this foundational sentence, I wake up.
I wake up. Just 2 words. But linguistically, there's already a trap here, isn't there?
There is. It's that little word up. Wake is the verb, but wake up is what we call a phrasal verb. English is, well, it's notorious for these. We stick these little words on verbs and completely change their meaning.
Right. You don't wake down or wake left. You wake up, even though you're lying down flat.
It's metaphorical direction. Your consciousness is rising. But for our simple sentence rule, subject I, action, wake up. It all functions as one unit.
Okay, let's lock this in. I'll say it. Then our expert here will say it. Then you. Ready? I wake up.
I wake up. Did you say it feels short, doesn't it? Almost aggressive.
It's assertive. You are claiming the day. I wake up. But, and this is important, we have to address the classic confusion here. This is where 90% of people get the narrative wrong.
You mean the difference between just being awake and actually moving?
Precisely. I can wake up at 7 a.m., but then, scroll through my phone, stare at the ceiling, and finally leave the bed at 7:30. Waking up is just the eyes opening, the consciousness coming online.
So we need a second sentence for the physical act of leaving the warmth of the blankets. And that sentence is, I get up.
Get up. Another phrasal verb.
Get is the workhorse of the English language. We're going to see it a lot today. Here, get up implies verticality. You are physically rising.
So the sequence is crucial. You can't get up before you wake up.
Not unless you're sleepwalking, which is a whole other deep dive. For most of us, the logic is linear. Consciousness first, movement second.
Let's practice that second one. I get up.
I get up.
Okay. Now here's where the Zen part kicks in. We're going to chain them together. But remember the rule. No and. Don't say, I wake up and then I get up. That's illegal today.
Just state the facts. Block 1, block 2.
I'll model the sequence. I wake up, I get up.
I wake up, I get up.
It has a rhythm, doesn't it? Like a drum beat.
It's staccato. It creates momentum. You're not drifting through your morning. You are executing steps. You're in control.
Okay, we are out of bed. We are vertical. We're shuffling down the hallway. Segment 2, The bathroom routine.
The hygiene zone. And this is where we see how English handles body parts differently than, say, French or Spanish.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, in a lot of languages, you'd say, I wash the face. It's reflexive. But in English, we're very possessive. It's my face. I'm not washing your face. I'm washing mine.
So the sentence isn't just I wash face. It has to be I wash my face.
Correct. Subject I, verb wash, object my face. If you drop the my, it sounds incomplete to a native speaker.
Let's try that. I wash my face.
I wash my face.
Good. Now we reach for the toothbrush. And this brings us to what the source identifies as the present continuous trap.
This is a huge one. So listen carefully here. If I ask you what you were doing right now, you would say, I am brushing my teeth.
That seems natural. I am brushing.
It is.
Yeah.
For right now. But we are describing a routine, a habit, something that happens every day. In English, for that, we don't use the continuous ing form. We use the simple present.
So saying I am brushing my teeth in this list would sound kind of temporary.
It would sound like you're just stuck in that single moment, like a narrator in a movie. He is walking. He is brushing. But for a routine, for a statement of fact about your life, we say, I brush my teeth.
I brush my teeth. It sounds more permanent, like a law of nature.
Exactly. It's a fact about you, not just a description of this second. It implies, I do this every day.
That is a subtle but really powerful distinction. Let's practice the correct version. I brush my teeth.
I brush my teeth.
Okay, let's stack the bathroom routine. Water and paste. I wash my face. I brush my teeth.
Notice that little pause between them. Don't rush it. I wash my face. I brush my teeth.
How are you doing out there? Are you saying them loud enough to startle your cat? I hope so.
Speaking of startled, we're clean. But we are. Likely still in pajamas.
Which brings us to segment 3, getting ready. The transformation from sleeper to worker.
This involves clothing and fuel.
Let's talk clothes. I could say, I put on my socks, I put on my pants, I button my shirt, but that's tedious.
It's accurate, but it's exhausting. And honestly, it's boring communication. The source suggests we summarize, we use that magic verb, get again.
I get dressed.
It's perfect efficiency. Get dressed just encapsulates every zipper, every button, every sock. It's the status change.
It's interesting how get does that. Get up, changed our location, get dressed, changes our state.
It is the ultimate change agent verb. It implies a process has been completed.
Let's drill it. I get dressed.
I get dressed.
Okay, now we head to the kitchen. Stomach's rumbling. We need to handle food.
The sentence here is pretty straightforward. I eat breakfast.
Why eat and not have? I mean, I hear people say I have breakfast all the time.
You can. I have breakfast is very common. But eat is the specific action verb. Have is a bit softer, more about the experience. Eat is the mechanics, chewing, swallowing. For our simple sentence drill where we want power and clarity, eat is punchier.
Got it. Sticking to mechanics. I eat breakfast.
And usually there is a liquid involved.
I drink coffee. Of course, I know we have tea drinkers and water enthusiasts listening.
The structure doesn't care what's in the cup. I drink tea. I drink water. The structure is subject, verb, object.
We'll stick to the beans for the drill. I drink coffee.
I drink coffee.
This segment is a trilogy then. Clothes, food, drink. This is our longest chain yet.
This is where the narrative flow really starts to happen. You can visualize the montage in a movie.
Let's try to link all three. Listen first. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. I drink coffee.
Hear that rhythm? Bam, bam, bam. Now you. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. I drink coffee.
If you stumbled on one, that's okay. The beauty of the simple sentence is if you mess up breakfast, you can just stop, take a breath, and start coffee. You're not tangling yourself up in some long run-on sentence.
That's a great point. Complex sentences are like a house of cards. One mistake and the whole grammar collapses. Simple sentences are like bricks. If you drop one brick, the others are still solid. You just pick up the next brick and keep building.
I love that analogy. We are building a brick wall of a morning. Okay, we're fed, clothed, caffeinated. It is time for segment 4, departure.
The threshold moment. Crossing from the private world to the public one.
First, the final piece of armor. I put on shoes.
Put on another one of these. It's the opposite of takeoff. It's specific. You don't wear shoes in this moment. Wear is the state of being. Put on is the action.
Ah, another subtle distinction. I am wearing shoes means they are on my feet right now. I put on shoes is the act of tying the laces.
Correct. And since this is a morning routine, a sequence of actions, we need that action verb. Put on.
I put on shoes.
I put on shoes.
Hand on the doorknob, the door opens, I leave home.
A very powerful verb, leave.
Uh.
It implies abandoning a location. You are breaking the connection with your sanctuary.
I leave home.
I leave home.
And finally, the purpose of it all, the destination. I go to work.
Or I go to school, I go to the gym. The structure's always go to destination.
I go to work.
I go to work.
Let's chain the exit sequence. Shoes, leave, work.
Visualize the movement. Feet, door, transit.
I put on shoes, I leave home, I go to work.
Your turn. Make it decisive. I put on shoes, I leave home, I go to work.
We made it. We're at the office or the studio.
We have successfully navigated the morning. And look what we avoided. No before, after, while then.
It feels incredibly stripped down, but also clean. There's a military precision to it.
It reduces mental clutter. When you speak like this, you sound sure of yourself. You're not negotiating, you're informing.
And now we are going to up the ante. Segment 5, the full sequence challenge.
This is the deep dive final exam.
We've broken it down into chunks. Now we want to weld it all together into one continuous narrative.
This is where that memory palace concept comes in. Don't just try to memorize the words, that's hard. Instead, replay the movie of your morning in your head. See the bed, see the toothbrush. The words will follow the images.
Before we throw you into the deep end, let's just review the script one last time.
Yeah.
Just listen. Absorb the flow.
I wake up, I get up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, I eat breakfast, I leave home.
7 steps, 7 sentences, a complete story of the morning.
We're going to give you a long pause now, about 15 seconds. We want you to tell the story. Don't rush. If you forget a step, just move to the next one. Keep the rhythm.
Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Visualize your alarm clock. Now, speak. Wow. Okay. Take a breath.
That is a lot of English to produce in one go. If you got through that, that is a massive, massive victory.
Even if you just got, wake up, eat, leave, that's a story. That is communication.
Exactly. It is functional communication. And I want to validate what you just did. I'm going to say it one last time quickly so you can check your work against mine.
Go for it.
I wake up, I get up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, I eat breakfast, I leave home.
It sounds so simple when you put it all together. And I think that brings us to the core insight of this source material. We often think fluency means using big words and, these long, winding sentences.
Right, we equate complexity with intelligence. But in communication, clarity is king. If you can break a complex idea down into these simple atomic sentences, you're actually showing a higher level of mastery. You're showing you understand the core of the message.
It's the difference between a rambling explanation and a clear set of instructions. One leaves you confused, the other gives you a roadmap.
Precisely. Simple sentences build confidence because they are structurally sound. They're hard to misunderstand. Whether you're learning a new language or just trying to be a better communicator in your own, there is immense power in brevity.
So here's the homework, the practical application.
Tomorrow morning, when that alarm goes off, don't just groan and roll over. Narrate your life.
Be the voiceover artist of your own movie.
Yes. As your feet hit the floor, think. I get up. As you pour the cereal, think. I eat breakfast. Turn your routine into a language lab.
It changes how you engage with these mundane tasks. Brushing your teeth isn't just a chore, it's an opportunity for practice.
And here is a final provocative thought to leave you with. We just mastered the morning, the dawn of simple sentences. But every day has a sunset too.
The evening routine.
Can you flip the script? Can you use the same rigorous, simple structure to deconstruct your night? I put on pajamas, I wash my face, I read a book.
I turn off the light. I go to sleep.
Try to build that list tonight. See if you can bookend your day with simplicity.
That's a great challenge. Simple is better, stronger, clearer.
We are finished.